This week I've been testing the Mercedes-AMG S63, a road-going rocket ship that has left me utterly gobsmacked. Why? Well, there are actually a number of reasons, but here are 9 unbelievable features found in this 4-door supercar. Oh yeah, and welcome back to the short list. The S63 offers supreme luxury, more technology than the entire Consumer Electronics Show, and of course enough straight-line speed to make racing for pinks a profitable side gig. Now, you should totally check out my complete review of this super sedan by clicking on the link over there. In this video, we're focusing exclusively on its outrageous features and amenities. And we start with the heart and soul, a hand-built AMG 4-liter V8, the most powerful iteration of this delightful engine yet offered. Fun fact, this engine is actually under square, meaning the bore is smaller than its stroke, something that can generally enhance the development of low RPM torque and improve thermal efficiency. Now, despite those relatively long crankshaft throws, she still likes to rev, as redline is a heady 7,000 RPM. Point number 8 is speed. Even though it clocks in at around 4,800 pounds, the S63 accelerates like a jet fighter on full afterburner. It can blast from 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds, which actually makes it faster than the V12-powered Mercedes-AMG S65 sedan, which is essentially the same car, but one that's about $82,000 more expensive. In either case, top speed is 186 miles an hour. But here's a shocker, despite the supercar performance, you needn't pay any gas guzzler tax because, at least according to Uncle Sam, this car stickers at 17 miles per gallon city, 26 highway, and 20 mpg combined, and you can thank things like engine stop-start, cylinder deactivation, and of course an advanced 9-speed automatic transmission for those relatively impressive figures, though in real-world usage, well, you should expect a lot less than that. Probably like 12. I've been getting about 12 mpg myself. Number 6, Mercedes-AMG's Race Start feature is now offered on the S63, helping you easily and repeatedly get to 60 in less than 4 seconds. It's also simpler to access. Just make sure the car is warmed up and in either Sport or Sport Plus mode, then stand on the brake pedal, bury the accelerator, and hold on tight. The engine spins to its optimal launch RPM, which can be tweaked for different traction conditions by clicking the paddle shifters. Finally, just release your left foot and wave goodbye. Oh, there's a disclaimer, but I kind of didn't read it.
Feature is not for use on public roads or where people, animals, or obstacles may be within range of the vehicle. Always obey local laws. See operator's manual for additional warnings and information. Stated rates of acceleration are estimated based on manufacturer's track results and may vary depending on model, environmental and road surface conditions, driving style, elevation, and vehicle load. Obey local speed and traffic laws.
On the subject of driving modes, this AMG offers 4, count them up, 1, 2, 3, 4. You get Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and Individual. Of course, the latter of that group allows you to adjust various vehicle parameters to your liking. But back to Comfort for a second, it does something very interesting that actually improves vehicle fuel economy. It offers sailing functionality that disconnects the engine and transmission when you lift off the accelerator pedal. Now at speeds between about 37 and 99 miles an hour, the car will glide along effortlessly with the engine actually dropping down to idle, which saves gas. But now for some of this car's more interesting elements, most of which are found inside. And one of my favorites is the optional Burmester high-end 3D sound system, a $6,400 extra. It's crystal clear and ear-pounding, with more than 1,500 watts of power and 24 speakers sprinkled throughout the cabin, including a few mounted up on the ceiling. But coolest of all are the tweeters, which feature ambient lighting and rotate both in and out when the system is switched on or off. But what if you want the real McCoy, like actual sunlight? Well, that's no problem because the S63 is crowned by a massive sunroof that both tilts and slides to let fresh air in. Now, for an additional $4,950, you can get Magic Sky Control, a variable transparency glass panel that goes from dark to light at the push of a button. I have no idea why you'd ever need this, especially since there's also a fabric shade, but eye candy! And while we're talking about infotainment, I would be remiss not mentioning the seat adjustability in this car, which is absolutely bonkers. Basic changes are made up here on the door panels, but there is so much more here. You can choose from a range of massage functions, where and how intensely the seat heaters operate. The lumbar is adjustable in every conceivable way. The car's bolsters will inflate while going around turns to help support your body, and the door panels and center armrest are also heated. And here we have something called energizing comfort, which is really f***ing hard to explain, but basically what it does is tie the climate control and sound systems together, integrating them with the seat massagers and ambient lighting, all to support driver wellness, and supposedly it can help perk you up if you're feeling drowsy, or even relax you on long trips. Think of it as an audio-visual massage. 6 programs are offered, each one running for 10 minutes, and they can be activated either while driving or parked.
Start with shoulder movements. Move your right shoulder far back in circles. Your motion is restricted due to the fact that your hand is on the steering wheel. Keep your hand steady on the steering wheel.
Making this AMG sedan an ideal road trip machine, its rear seats are every bit as comfortable as the fronts. They recline, offer massage, plus are heated and cooled. No fewer than 4 options packages have been added to this particular S63 to make those back buckets absolutely sublime. No, really, they're comfy. Okay, but before we get to what is arguably this car's most amazing feature, I've got a few things that are worthy of honorable mention. And let's start with the ambient lighting system. It can shine in 64 different colors and offers 3-zone adjustability, front, rear, and of course the bits around the infotainment system. Talk about customization. Next up, there's a perfume injection system that can periodically squirt a bit of eau de benz into the air, so your car always smells showroom fresh, not like your prom date threw up in the back seat. That's never happened. All 3 of the power-operated rear sunshades can be controlled from the driver's position. As chauffeur, you can also adjust the front passenger seat and lower the rear headrests for better visibility. Could Captain Kirk even do that? I don't think so. The Millennium Falcon wasn't equipped with headrests like these. Speaking of sight lines, the backup and surround view cameras are super crisp, giving you a clear, mostly undistorted view of practically everything around the vehicle. This particular car is also equipped with night vision. It's a $2,260 option that seems pretty useful, especially when visibility is poor. Wrapping things up, we've also got adjustable air suspension, a heated windshield, matte finish paint job, which looks totally badass by the way, and a carbon fiber spare tire well that saves 9 pounds. Neat. All right, let's finish this video because I have rambled for far too long. What is the Mercedes-AMG S63 sedan's most unbelievable feature? Well, truth be told, it's not all that amazing, but at just $1,100, the refrigerator center console here is an absolute steal. It's particularly handy since all of this yakking has made me terribly thirsty. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to enjoy an ice cold libation, non-alcoholic of course. Thank you so much for watching the short list, and I'll see you next time. You know, I am in and out of so many high-end vehicles these days, I can't even keep track of them all, but it's a burden I am more than willing to bear for you, our loyal audience. But if you like what you saw here with this Mercedes piece, make sure you check out another short list we recently did on the Range Rover Velar. I think you're really going to enjoy it.